What's going on, true believers? This is another episode of One Shot. I am your host, Jacob, and yesterday was May the 4th be with you. Today is Revenge of the 5th, so I got my helmet. It being kind of that Star Wars theme today, let me just jump into what I picked up at New Comic Book Day today, which was Star Wars War of the Bounty Hunters. This has been the story we've been waiting for. We've been looking for a great story centered around Boba Fett, the legendary bounty hunter. And I believe this is going to be the start of something great. I am told that this is going to be the beginning of kind of like a big crossover event for Star Wars. So throughout the different series that are out there right now, this is the beginning of that. They're gonna cross over to like Dr. Aphra and the Star Wars main series and things like that. But this is the main cover. I also picked up the director's cut, which I don't know if I don't think there's any more as far as story goes in this, but there's like a black and white storyboard. There's a few extra pages in the back. It was a really good read. Highly recommend it. I don't know if I'll be getting all the crossovers because I'm not really reading any of the other series, but this one was very good, and if you're reading that, highly recommend pick this up. All right, next on my list, Erratic 5. This came out last week. I completely forgot to put this on my pull list, so here it is this week. This is 5 of 5. This is the end of the series, but I have heard that they are going to continue on with this character in some form, which I'm happy about. I actually was enjoying the series. It is a little bit slow. It was kind of a lot of the same throughout the 5 issues, and I honestly don't think they could have wrapped this up in 5 issues. Haven't read this one yet, so I don't know how this ends, but I don't feel like this could end properly in 5 issues the way that they were doing it. But I did like the series. The Amazing Spider-Man 65, King's Ransom. Haven't read this one yet either, but like I said, it's probably going to be more the same. I haven't been really liking the series, but being a Spider-Man fan, just trying to hold on to some form of hope that it will turn into something great. Iron Fist, Heart of the Dragon, number 5. I think this is also the end of a series. This series has been great so far, so I have no doubt that this one's probably really good too. So it's been a fun ride. There have been zombies. There have been dragons. I mean, you're hitting all cylinders for me on this, so it's been really good. One I kind of picked up on a whim, Eve. I am quite surprised at how much I like this book, judging the subject matter. If you are not into politics being in your books, if you are tired of being preached at about climate change and things like that, you might want to skip this one. But you might not, because I myself am kind of tired of the topics, but this book grabbed my interest, and the writing is really good. The artwork is fantastic. I mean, this cover is really what drew me in. I'm like, I had to know what was in this book. I guess the writer's wife is a big climate change writer, like not like comics, but like actual books. So it definitely flows over into his book here, but I was quite surprised how good this one was. Give it a chance. I'm hoping it's not like trying to beat the topic down too much, but I thoroughly enjoyed this book, so give it a shot. Deep Beyond for this series is just confusing. It feels like, first of all, I'm pretty sure that the writer's native language probably wasn't English to start with. The writing is not very good. The artwork is great. The overall design, the story and stuff, it has so much potential. I like where the ideas behind it, where it's going. It's kind of like Y2K screwed up the world. And somehow there's monsters now. Like, this is the 4th issue and nothing is being really explained. And if it is, it's not being explained very well. But I'm still kind of into it. I'll give it a few more issues. I mean, this cover is fantastic. I love that. But I don't know how much longer the terrible writing is going to keep my attention. Something that has way better writing. Noctera. This is number 3. Scott Snyder. One of the best in the business. And this is his baby. And I'm really loving this book. The world is in darkness, complete darkness, and monsters. People are turning into monsters. Animals turn into monsters. Everything is just turning into monsters, but artificial light keeps that at bay. But you've got truck drivers. Like, these are just basically just point A to point B, delivering goods, people, whatever you need, as long as you can pay. And she's one of the best in the business, but she gets caught up in a plot to stop something. They haven't really revealed what exactly it is yet. Like, there have been lies told about what it is, but it hasn't been exactly brought to light what it is. But this has been a great story so far. They barely touched the surface, and I'm super excited to see where this one goes. Fear Case. This was the last issue in the series, and I was kind of a little let down by it. It was going great. It had my attention. It kind of felt X-Files like. And then towards the end, it just got super political and then kind of just dropped off into nothing. Like, I don't know. I was so disappointed by the ending. If you don't like your books getting super political, I mean, the end, I'm just going to say it. There's just a huge comparisons from Hitler to Trump and stuff like that. So it was very disappointing that they kind of did that. There could have been so much better way to end this book. But I mean, it was good up until this issue, and then just let down. Didn't feel like I learned anything in the end, like what this Fear Case was or anything like that. Disappointment. But it's over. What can I say? The Good Asian. This is issue number 1. Picked it up based on the artwork style. It was sold as a kind of Asian noir detective style story, and it had its moments. There were good moments in it, but most of the time I was just left confused, like I missed something. And I guess this is kind of a follow-up to the series Infidel or something, from what I hear. But I don't know. There were captivating moments, but I don't think they were captivating enough for me to continue this series. I don't know. It was just it just felt all over the place for me, like I had missed something. But, wasn't bad. The artwork was great. If that's kind of your thing, the Infidel series, I've never read it myself. Give that a look over. Batman 108. I guess this is the first full appearance of Miracle Molly, who, what is she? I don't know. Is she good? Is she bad? Batman's talking to her like a normal person. She knows who he is, apparently. She doesn't know that Bruce Wayne is Batman, but she knows that the guy in disguise that's talking to her is Batman. And she seems more like a Robin Hood style character, to where she's robbing the rich to feed their agenda, which is kind of I don't know, socialist style. They think that the corporations are bad, but they're just stealing just enough and not putting anybody on the streets, basically. But they took a job for what we think might be the Scarecrow, and Batman finds out about it, so he's asking them questions to try. But at the same time, at the beginning of the story, it's kind of like doing a flashing between two times. Batman has already been captured by the Scarecrow and being questioned. So this is kind of like his memories up until that point going on. I don't know. It's a little confusing. A little like Batman being rich. Why would he kind of be going for the idea of, all these corporations basically giving up their wealth? I don't understand it. And I don't know how I feel about this character. She's kind of bland so far. But it was okay. The Scarecrow looks amazing. That's what's kind of keeping my attention. Swamp Thing, issue 3, another kind of confusing book. The new guy who is the avatar for the Green, becomes the Swamp Thing. He's learning, he's figuring out his powers, I guess. But he kind of gets transported to this weird world along with someone he knows. But he turns into the Green and she stays normal. They're in a weird place. Ivy makes an appearance, but she's like two separate characters. So there's like the good Ivy, and then there's like Poison Ivy. So there's like split personality. I don't know what's going on. But I've been wanting to read more of Swamp Thing stuff, so I'll probably continue reading this. It wasn't as bad. It wasn't as bad as I make it sound. It was just a little confusing for me. Not like I missed something. But it's been okay. Yeah. All right. That was pretty much my pull list. It was a real small week, so I went through the dollar bins and I picked up a few books. Nothing huge. The Mighty Avengers #7, Secret Invasion. I know they're getting ready to do a Disney Plus series about the whole I think it's the Secret Invasion. But I got issue 7 and issue 8. That's a really sweet cover with, I don't know, I think it's just a normal person, just with a symbiote attached. No named character is what my research says. Some really cool art that I found in the dollar bin. Elektra, Marvel Knights #1. I don't know, the covers drew me in, and so I picked up that one. They had 1 and 2, and I thought the artwork was just fantastic, so I picked them up. Alright, down to my mail call. And what would my mail call be without some Sam Wilson Captain America in it, right? This is issue number 10. I'm just trying to fill in some of the gaps. It's the start of Civil War II, I think. That artwork is really fantastic. I liked him next to the coffin there in issue 11. And then I heard there's going to be... This character is going to make an appearance in some Disney Plus stuff. This is Hawkeye number 1. I'm not sure of her name. I can't remember. This is not her first appearance, but this is her first solo series. And it's way cheaper to get this than her first appearance. And I like that cover. The yellow, the light colors. Looks really nice. And the Incredible Hulk 368. This is the first appearance of the Pantheon, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I think, did I say that about the last Hulk that I got? I can't remember. Let me down in the comments below if you can remember. But I think this is the first Pantheon appearance. And then, last but certainly not least, a Nakayama cover. David Nakayama, one of my favorite artists right now. This book is so beautiful. I'm not even reading Hellions. I believe that's what this book is. But that cover, that blue on blue, is fantastic. I love David Nakayama's covers. Well, that's all I have for you today. Thanks for stopping by. Like this video. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. You know, what should I be reading? What am I missing? Yeah, just let me know. You guys keep up doing what you're doing, and have a good one. Thanks.